Music as a sport. Dropouts on their way from the labor society to the information age. All records were taken by the pupils.
If your father says no, that's it. It's fine.
What made it possible that these dropouts in Germany want to rehearse even during the holidays and to perform in places for people with special needs? Science shows that the parts of the brain which are responsible for thinking and understanding only start to mature at puberty. Before that time, the brain calls for the development of movement skills. The more muscles there are to link up, the more exercises the brain requires from the body. Therefore, it is hard, especially for boys, to sit motionless in school. It makes their brain cells struggle for survival. If you don't use it, you lose it. If boys are not allowed to move the way their brain calls for, the brain will destroy forever the not used cells of its motor areas. But the nurturing of these areas is an important condition for further intellectual development after puberty. Learning by movement helps the brain to develop.
He has no hair.
Attaching each vocabulary to a gesture gives to the brain what it needs during language lessons. Emotions are the saving key. The stronger the emotions, the more sustainable the memory will be. This enables even those who fail in schools to memorize long dialogues very quickly and to perform with confidence.
I will have faith out enough to fight.
If the appropriate part of the brain is used, then the experience of success will precede the effort. The success before the effort is needed especially for those having been brought up in continuous disappointment. This principle of sensomotoric teaching proves to be even more applicable to musical approach. Music is pure emotion and movement. In addition, music generates natural dopamine in the body. Music is the only doping without regret, exactly what is needed when bad score marks, lack of motivation, no hope for employment, etc. are depressing a young person. We started them on nothing less than the cello and the piano. And very soon, after trying these instruments for the first time, they drew big applause. In Venezuela, the dormant potential of the society has been discovered already. While in Germany, violence increasingly becomes the only outlet available having failed in school, in Venezuela, ghetto kids start receiving music awards worldwide. It is February the 12th in 2009. In the Geschwister Scholl School at Tübingen, advanced musicians form an orchestra with 4 students from a trade school. For their whole lifetime, they have touched the instrument for not more than about 15 hours each. I'm an immigrant, but this is easy for me. I'm very pleased to welcome all of you, as well as our young artists. What you will see now, these youngsters have learned within 2 weeks on both the piano and the cello. They have never touched an instrument before and will play the whole program on both instruments. You will see them swap places. For playing good glissandi on the fingerboard, the body control of a skateboarder appears to be much more useful than reading abilities of sheet music. Tonight Serhat did not make even one single mistake whilst playing 2 long pieces on both instruments. Following Serhat at the piano, we already see him improvise in perfect harmony with the rest of the group. His school marks are the worst of all. The school literally did not see any possibility for his social integration. But with music, he shows to be the best. Even most talented private students would not be able to catch up with the speed of his learning progress. What sort of a medium is music if it enables so-called incapable ones to do it with such ease? Aren't these pupils like fishes out of the water, having little chances to discover their potential in the present curricula? Will they ever get to know themselves? our society might be losing unestimated potential. However, brain-adapted learning provides a new and unknown territory for progress, which we are about to enter at the beginning of this millennium. The success of this experience encourages our musicians. They join the drama tour of their classmates to share with their joy.